Now we're here to overcome as much as we can being robotic. Now a robot is not intelligent. In spite of the scientific attempt to make what is called artificial intelligence, which gives it away immediately. Artificial intelligence can't be intelligent. Despite that, we are robotic, making artificial intelligence. That is the robot in us, which cannot help but change the genes in sheep, change the genes in people, which is going to happen more and more, manufacture bodies, which is going to happen down here. It's all utterly and completely predictable to a point where we're going. That means where the external world is going. It's quite predictable by anyone who just looks at the situation as it is. Because it's not so predictable down here, but it doesn't matter. It's all going to be a compounding of what it is here. It's going to compound, and that's going to spawn more and more of it in finer and finer degrees of lack of your own experience, which is lack of love. And everyone will cry out for love, and all the children will be crying out for love, but they won't know that they're crying out for love because they won't know what they're crying out for. Because mummy and daddy will say, well, I love you. And when they meet women or men, each of them will say, I love you. But it won't have any meaning to it because it doesn't endure. And robotic love does not endure. Anything robotic does not endure except the robotic activity itself. So we are endeavoring here to be more intelligent. That's all. That's all you can do. That it means that I have to separate as much as possible from the robot. Now, the robot in the first instance that you cannot utterly and completely you cannot separate from is your body. It is completely robotic in the sense that there's something else rather than the body is keeping the body alive. And the name of that is life. And if you ever see a dead body, you will know that what's missing from it? Life. What is life? Well, no scientist or biologist is ever going to find what life is. Only inside the body that is listening to these words now, or the body of the scientist, only then where life is can it be found. But it is robotic to try to look for life in life forms. It is robotic. And it only leads one thing to another, more ignorance, more robotic activity, more search for truth or something outside of you instead of inside of you. A perpetuation of ignorance. And what is the definition of ignorance, Barry? The definition of ignorance is to be ignorant of God or the reality inside your own body listening to these words, which in the first instance is demonstrably life. For it is life that allows my body to speak. It is life that allows me to move my arms. It is life that allows me to smile. That's life inside this body. And as soon as life withdraws, it will collapse on the floor, like all bodies have to do, as life must withdraw by the law of existence. No problem. No problem in death, as long as I'm intelligent. If I am intelligent, then I have the knowledge, the gnosis, which is true knowledge. It's not knowing, it's not knowledge is gnosis. The gnosis that there is no death. Now, you can't know there is no death. Say you were a spiritualist and you contacted psychic entities and you have all that sort of experience, you still do not have the knowledge of death, right? You only think you do until the time comes, and you would have to say inside of you, I do not have the knowledge of the mystery of death. Even though I've seen all the spooks and everything, and I'm not diminishing that. I'm not saying that entities, psychic entities, do not exist. Well, good, they do. They do indeed. But I'm saying that's not the mystery of death. The mystery of death is life. And nobody yet has ever defined life except to say, I am life. I am the joy of life. I am the gratitude to life. I am the wonder of life. Well, this is not BL alone speaking, you know. You are life.